Welcome back to Custodians of Africa, where heritage meets leadership. Here we dive into Africa's rich traditions, ancestral wisdom, and the voices that shaped our nation from village elders to modern leaders. Join us as we uncover untold stories, explore cultural heritage, and connect our lessons to inspire today and guide tomorrow. This is more than a channel. This is a movement. Subscribe and walk with us as we tell Africa's story through culture and leadership. Thus in studio is Stephen Odhiambo Juma. My name is Wycliffe Muganda. Stephen Odhiambo Juma. A man shall leave his father and mother and be united with his wife. LGBTQ. How is my look?
You look terrible. You look terrible. And in any case,
Really?
in any case, however much you would want to look like a woman, you will not. You shall never. You look terrible.
I'm okay.
You are not. And you shall not be.
Why?
You have just mentioned a man shall leave parents and cling on to a woman, not another man.
From the time of creation, God created me as a man. But now, along the way, I want to be a woman. You're telling me I cannot?
You shall never be.
Shall never be.
Unless you go to Sodom. Biblical, that is. You go to Sodom, be there, and angels will be sent to drag you out of that place and you will be burnt to ashes.
That is Genesis 19.
Correct? Sure.
Yeah, God sent angels to go
Angels,
and
okay.
save Lot.
Yes.
Oh. Now, fellow viewers, that is the message that we want to bring on in Genesis 2:24, Matthew 19, 5 to 6, Mark 10, 7 to 8, and Ephesians 5, 31. It talks about me as a man leaving my father and mother and getting united to my wife. And why my wife must be a woman,
Definitely
not a man.
not a man. Reason being, and let me explain.
And for that matter, I need to remove.
In fact, I'm not comfortable with you on that thing on here. Remove it immediately.
Done.
Correct. So now we can continue speaking.
Well,
You are now a man.
I'm now a man.
Correct.
Donald Trump of the United States of America have said no.
And of course, laughter ban on the same. Came out guns blazing that I do not want to say this nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Where men want to go with men. It's not biblical, it's not cultural. Not only in African setup. Everywhere. Indeed, it doesn't happen. You remember, when God created a man, He created man as a man. And when He thought of creating a second being, He created a woman as a woman. So that a woman can go to a man can go into a woman. Not man to man. Doesn't happen.
Wow. I've seen even the China today are saying they're not going to give space.
Chinese have followed suit. Yes. You remember, Chinese, those are one of the world's most populated areas.
Yes.
Correct. Next to India, that is. And certain things, that is why they have come out also guns blazing, that they don't want to see certain things happen in their country. In fact, in China, if you are found, there's no jail you go to. They just kill you.
Then the African continent, I don't know whether there is a state that is very embracing them or welcoming them.
You see, we are secluded and engulfed into our own beings, our own houses, where we are too. You can't do those things on your own because you learn out of man, but you can't run away from God.
Can't run away from God. Big message. Big message. Are you a priest?
Oh, I'm biblically pleasant with that.
You are biblically.
Yes.
The Pope, Leo,
The new Pope.
is saying that he's not going to bless the same-sex marriage.
His Eminence.
Where does this leave them?
It leaves them without any other thoughts, but to demean that kind of character. Absolutely.
Wow.
Because that is an abomination.
It's an abomination.
Quite abomination. And you cannot even try to preach it.
Wow.
You can only hide with it. But you can't preach it.
Wow. Sometimes back when this LGBTQ thing captured the world, at one point Museveni, the president of Republic of Uganda,
yes,
said and gave a stern warning that he was going to bring whoever was going to come across as, claiming to belong, to be put together. If you are a man and a man, and if you do not produce a child, there were consequences.
For many months now, many in the international community are saying that by your signing of this bill, you're taking Uganda a step backwards, that you are not protecting the freedoms and the rights and the choices of the Ugandan people. So how do you respond to that? And specifically, President Obama has said he was deeply disappointed by Uganda's move and says that it would complicate US-Uganda relations. I've listened to everything that you've said in the statement. So how would you respond to that? And does it worry you? And have you spoken directly to President Obama about this?
Well, we have been disappointed for a long time by the conduct of the West, the way you conduct yourselves there. But we just keep quiet. We just see how you do things, how the families, how they are organized, in all these things. We see them, we keep quiet. We never comment because it's not our country. Maybe you like it. So, since there is now an attempt at social imperialism to impose social values of one group on our society, then our disappointment is now exacerbated because we are sorry to see that you live the way you live. But we keep quiet about it. Now you say we must also live like us. That's why we say no. We say no. And am I worried? Not at all. We should be worried about what? Because to tango needs two people to dance. If the West doesn't want to work with us because of homosexuals, then we have enough space here to live by ourselves and do business with other people.
On that note, I agree with Museveni 100%. However radical he is, and radicalism is the only thing that can bring this thing down. Like China is radical about it. They are not just mentioning the question of gayism. They have said sternly that if they find you are dead, Museveni tells you, I find you, I put you into a secluded place, but I want children.
Steve, are you a family man?
Of course I am.
Just imagine today if you are into the gayism framework, would you be having a child?
First of all, I can't even imagine being in that. I wonder how it happens. I don't know. I can't explain. It's quite inexplicable. And the explicability of that cannot be authenticated by in any means.
What would you advise, a family that has got, siblings that are into this?
Tell your children that you are a girl. Tell your other children you are a boy. Teach them the doctrines of boyism and girlism so that they come out when they know. When I get up, I will marry or I'll get married.
Wow.
Yes. Simple message and straightforward. Then let them follow your doctrines as well as a human being.
In the African culture, a man has to marry, a woman has to be married, and from the biblical, as we have said.
Correct.
Now, in a situation your son or your daughter refuses to abide by this, what would you do?
Not only in my house, but I will explain it, to expound it within the set of African community. Any person who was found in that kind of sect, there's what we refer to as communication. Removing from your baggage. Let them go and do those things elsewhere and face the wrath of God.
You remove them from your family?
Of course, you can. It's always done. You can even demean your own child. You disown that child because it's going to bring other things that God does not want into your family.
What would you advise, a human being, because they are human beings, that is watching this video and listening, what would you advise? And they are in it already.
Those people are not human beings. Some are animates.
Really?
Yes, and they suffer from what we call senility at as early age as possible. Wow. Their brain is not working well. We need a psychiatrist to handle that situation first of all.
Wow. What would you advise states that probably could be encouraging this?
For example, do you know...
And programs, because I know there are non-governmental organizations that are really into it and they are making huge profits.
Correct. Those are the ones that should be banned. Remember the one time when Obama was in power, he was adamant about making decisions the same. In fact, Obama was my man. But on that point,
yes,
he became adamant as well to be his man anymore because... And when Biden came here also, that's what we came to know. We didn't even know these initials.
Wow. Well, viewers, this is about LGBTQ, a sect, as we may want to put it, that has really dehumanized the morals of human beings.
Yes.
Because God created man first hand,
correct.
Then later on, he's decided to bring a woman into a man's life. The opposite sex, not the same. And so Mr. Trump and the entire fraternity that are opposed to this sect are right.
Just go and have a look at an analogy of man. Man now is man and woman.
Yes.
Who come out naked. They came out naked.
Yes, they did.
What happened to them? They realized
that
they had made a mistake.
Yes.
Because the man saw somebody else who is not like him, that human anatomy. You are created with certain things that are different from a woman. And that is the attraction that you never get from a woman. What attracts you onto your own man? What is it that was created with that man to attract you?
Wow.
You are an animate.
Wow.
Hey, you are an nonchalant.
Wow.
We can call you a gawk or a quack.
Wow.
You are a stupid being. I'm sorry to use those terminologies, but I have no regrets on the same.
No, I'm no longer there. I've removed my wig, so please see. I'm just remember I'm interviewing you
on behalf of those people.
Yes.
That's why I look at you.
Yes. So when you throw those harsh and hard words onto me,
and I'm referring to them.
You're referring to them
because you also have to advise them.
Wow.
Finally, when you make final submissions.
What? Your final submission, as you've said.
Yes, I want to say, let us come out in a Christian manner. Let us follow the doctrines of God. Let us follow the words of Jesus Christ. Let us read the Bible carefully and interpret it properly, as protected in the biblical analogy, so that we do not make mistakes. Then, into our houses, let's look at behavioral changes of our children, and we need to characterize them with either feministic issues or masculinist issues. Wow. So that they become members of the citizens that are proper in nature. Otherwise, we are going to lose this generation completely.
We are going to lose this generation completely. We need a society that is safe.
Remember, God put Abraham and told him, be fruitful and multiply.
Yes.
Like what? Sand. This world is not yet full. Sand is full. In fact, others on top of the others.
Yeah.
We all need to hear. There's too much space. In fact, this house should have been full with children.
Yes.
We are not following God's commands and doctrines. And that's what we need. And we only do it when you have a woman.
We will only fill the earth when we have a woman,
A woman,
if you are a man.
if you are a man.
And if you are a woman, you must have a man to fulfill the
Or,
gospel.
or even if you have men, the better. You are called prostitute because you only have too many men, but not a man to a man.
Wow.
Because that terminology of prostitution is there.
Yes. Well, fellow viewers, that is opinion and observation and piece of advice to the families and parents that are molding their children, that identify the character of your child as early as possible, so that you get to understand what direction, what is it that your child like, so that if you notice any specimen of that kind of a character, then you rectify it as early as possible. This is Custodians of Africa, and that was what we felt we should touch a little bit. And it is a concern that is affecting big families, small families, and families globally.
Thank you.
Take care. If you like this, share it. Leave us with your opinion and your observations. Till we meet again, we say goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.